and welcome to this edition of Women's World, a very special edition of the program dedicated to Easter, or how we call it here in Egypt, Sheminisim. A lot of interesting segments will be coming up right after the break.
الدنيا ربيع والجو بديع قفلي على كل المواضيع قفل إذا فيناش تاني وما فيناش ماني ماني إيه ده الدنيا ربيع الدنيا ربيع.
Welcome back. In this edition of the program, as I mentioned, we're going to be dedicated the whole episode to Sheminisim or Easter. And today we'll be featuring a special report about how to prepare Easter egg art, special art and coloring if you are interested, and also girls' dresses for spring 2016. Also, we'll show you how to make herrings, or what we call here in Egypt ringa, an essential part of celebrating Sheminisim.
Easter bunny, looking kind of funny with your basket of eggs. Children singing, what's the bunny bringing for me on Easter Day? Mom is cooking while we're out there looking for the eggs hidden away. After church we gather round with family on this Easter Day. Flowers blooming, springtime's looming, everything is coming alive. Easter colors, yellow, blue and others, tell us spring has arrived. Children are playing and everybody's saying, so good to see you today. We're all together, the merrier the better, on this Easter holiday. Good to see you today.
It's that colorful time of year again when children the world over take elliptical shapes and dye them into many colors for joy and comfort. But what if we could put a new twist on this ancient practice and add some spice that your friends and family are sure to enjoy? First things first, we're going to need some hard-boiled eggs. Drop some eggs in a pot and set it to medium heat until it boils. Place the lid on top and let's make some dyes. You can get dye tablets for $1 or $2 at the store, or just add basic food coloring to a small bowl of water. Toss on some gloves or just mix it all together with a spoon. You're going to need a very dark coloring for this to work out perfect. After the dyes are mixed and your water has reached a boil, turn off the heat and let the eggs cool for a few minutes. When that's done, the fun begins. Grab each egg you boiled and tap it lightly with a spoon and put some minor cracks in the shell. Why limit yourself to just dyeing the eggshell when you can turn the entire egg into a marvelous work of art? Once we've cracked the shells enough, it's time to drop the eggs into the dye. This is going to allow the small cracked veins to seep some dye in and make an awesome spiderweb of color. Once you're set, place the bowls in the fridge and leave them there for about 2 to 3 hours. If you're doing this with your kids, go watch a movie or take a short trip to the park. When you come home, you'll have some serious fun waiting for you. Alright, so we've pulled the bowls from the fridge, now it's time to peel the eggs. You might get lucky and be able to grab the skin of the egg, but if not, just run the egg under water and brush off all of the cracked shell. You should be met with something that's pretty cool. An awesome, wonderful marbling effect that's occurred on the eggs themselves, not just the shell. This definitely beats out solid eggshell dyeing. We were able to get all kinds of nifty effects with this method, and with just a tiny bit of time and effort, you can upgrade your eggshells into works of pure art.
The birds are singing, 'cause spring is springing. The bees are out to pollinate. The flowers are blooming, the grass needs grooming. The pouring rain helps to irrigate. Plants and trees are growing, producing shoots and leaves. Pollen's in the air and it makes me sneeze. The frogs are leaping, the bears are sleeping. The birds build nests and they lay their eggs. The ants are crawling It's time for animals to stretch their legs. This is the season when colors come alive. Red and blue, green and yellow, springtime has arrived. The kids are playing, they're celebrating. It's warmer out now that spring is here. They're all up singing, 'cause spring is springing. It's nature's magical time of year. It's nature's magical time of year.
First, scale the herring from the tail end towards the head. Then remove the fins using a sharp pair of scissors. To gut in a traditional manner which leaves the soft roes inside the herring, lift the gill and make an incision through the chin. Then use the knife to pull on the gill and draw the gut from the fish. This leaves the roe inside the gut cavity. To create a cutlet, insert the knife along the backbone behind the head and run the knife along the bone toward the tail. Turn the fish over and again run the knife from the head along the backbone toward the tail. Make sure you do not cut through the skin along the backbone. Roll the fillet, tail first, with the skin on the inside to create a traditional roll mop.
We have here is a cylinder, which is a pretty tall cylinder, and I have 2 French tulips in my hand right now. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to go ahead and cut it shorter, like so. And it needs to be a bit shorter than this. And place it in our vase. What you can do later on, just fill it up all the way with water, but you don't have to necessarily have a lot of water for tulips. And we have the purple tulips on the side. And you're just going to grab some more. And bunch it up like this. grab a piece of wire or tape even, go around it, make sure our bouquet is tight, cut off the rest of the wire, the stems, and what I like to do, not to show the wire, is we can use this leaf here, use a tea leaf to wrap our stems. I like to accent it with some pins. And I'll just use white pins and place this right up here. It's simple, it's elegant. You can do this within 2-3 minutes, and as you noticed, tulips really don't need much water, so you can have this arrangement out for 4 to 5 hours and you'll be fine for your wedding or any occasion you might have. Thank you for watching.
Welcome back as we are celebrating Sham al-Nasim, or the Egyptian festivities marking the beginning of spring. We are very much delighted and honored to have with us today Magda Al-Khouli. She is accessories designer and she is going to tell us some little tips regarding how to celebrate Sham al-Nasim or spring. Magda, it's always great to have you with us.
Me too.
Now, you're an artist, okay? So away from accessories, maybe you have some ideas, because art is all about creativities and new ideas. So perhaps you have some ideas regarding how to make the table. If I'm inviting some friends over for lunch on Sham al-Nasim, do you have any ideas or tips that you can share with us?
Yes, of course, as you know that Easter is the day of new life, celebrating the harvest, the spring. So I always highly recommend to make that day with bright colors all over, and even your clothes. So I highly recommend that when choosing the napkins or the cover of the table, you should have the bright colors like the off-white, and if you like to have this a print on the cover, I prefer to have a very small and tiny print with bright colors. Of course, as we know that the dining room is the place that we all gather, all the home members of the family gather, and even friends and guests and so on. So that place should full of harmony and love. I actually rather recommended the rose quarters to be at the center of the table.
Like these ones?
Yes.
Okay.
It is, it's simple. That one is the amethyst. The rose quarters, simple, yes. It represents the unconditional love. It makes the ambience or the atmosphere around us full of harmony, relief, and love. It ties the relation and makes you feel all the positive energy towards you and takes out the negative energy. So I really highly, as you both of us are wearing by coincidence.
By coincidence. This is pure coincidence.
Yes. So I highly recommend the rose quarters could be at the centerpiece of the table.
This one. Okay.
If you don't have the rose quarters, you could have some of loose stones with bright colors at the same time, as you can see.
Such as this one.
Yes, exactly.
Full of bright colors.
Yes.
That's interesting. Because you have the blue, the red, the rose, the green, white, and we have a collection of, I believe, all colors.
Yes.
Are here. And just putting a small plate of colorful stones on the table would add positive energy to the whole gathering.
Exactly, yes.
Okay. What if we are taking the lunch or the banquet outside the dining room? What if we are gathering in an open air place? What do you recommend? Should we put like colorful napkins?
Exactly. Yes, colorful napkins and bright one. I insist to have that day very special. Try to make even your clothes should be bright, and even the napkin that you take with. Inside or outside the napkins, actually I like to make a very special, as if when you are outside, as if it is you are at home. So it is very easy to bring like a handkerchief, yes, and wrap it with one of the cuffs that even if you have it at home, I prefer the pharaonic one, actually, because as you have said at the beginning, it's the Egyptian, the Egyptians or our ancestors were the first to celebrate, so it's nice to make something, you know, nostalgia the past. So it's very nice.
Okay. Well, we have a special report about how to make a table, a suitable table for Sham al-Nasim or Easter banquet. So let's watch the report and we'll be right back with Magda Al-Khouli. Those were some interesting ideas for you if you are planning to celebrate Sham al-Nasim or Easter or the Egyptian spring. You have some interesting ideas. Perhaps we were watching the video together, me and Magda. She had some comments on it. How do you see it?
Yes, I have seen most of the colors, as we have said in our interview, that they have used the white plates mixed with the flowers at the centerpiece. The bright colors, they have most of the colors that have been in the interview, the yellow, the green, which means the new life and the new beginning, and even for the fairs, it's the life, the new life, the beginning of life. Okay. Yes. Also, they have made some of the in the interview there were personalized things like an M or something.
Yes.
You could, if you have a cup or something, you could wrap the cup with a chain and a small letter. Of the initial, I mean the initial of the guest or the members of the family. Yes. So all these are brilliant ideas and new ideas, as we have seen in the
egg holders also were very interesting.
Yes, the egg was very interesting. Yes, of course, it was Sham al-Nasim, so the egg is
it's an essential part of the celebration.
Exactly. But I prefer if you have kids to bring like a bing bong bowl to make these drawings, or if they insist to use the egg, of course, because sometimes we have to listen to what they want. I prefer to use the colors from nature. As you know, the coriander from the green, onions, the orange. So we have to teach them how to help them to
Get
make
natural colors.
Exactly. Yes, it's much better to be helpful for the children and get healthy.
Yes. Okay. Well. We are celebrating Sham el-Nasim, and Sham el-Nasim is a pharaonic festivity.
Exactly.
And perhaps this is why we have some pharaonic accessories on the table.
Yes.
Maybe you can tell us more about that. We have this, we have this. So
yes.
Tell us more.
Yes, actually, of course, the Egyptians were the first to celebrate the harvest or the spring season, or Sham el-Nasim, which means the breath of nice weather and all the bright blossoms around you. So we have to make that day. It's like an art day. Yes, you can learn. We have to look around us from nature, learn from nature, the colors, the nice atmosphere and the positive energy, of course. So actually, I have made yes, I have brought with me Tutankhamun, one of the
Tutankhamun. Okay.
Yes. And as for the jewelry, when you wear the jewelry, actually I have brought some of the pharaonic
we have a pyramid here as well. Okay.
Yes.
There is. Let me show it to the
Yes,
audience.
it's a lapis.
Okay.
It's made of a stone of lapis. It looks, I'm trying to make the atmosphere in pharaonic atmosphere.
Yes.
Something that you are not usually do it. So it's nice to make something
And
new.
this one too, with the key of
Yes,
life.
exactly. Yes.
Okay. Ankh. It's called Ankh. Right?
Exactly. Yes. Also, after having all these lovely things, I think we should go for the dessert after eating that, but don't eat too much because I think it's not nice to eat too much on that
Especially
day.
that it is fisik and herring and salted fish.
Exactly.
Stuff like that. So you should
and
go
that
easy on
great
yourself.
ambience and harmony and all this stuff, that this means that you will eat too much and you won't leave the table.
Safe place for dessert. Okay.
Yes.
So what do you recommend?
An ice cream.
Oh, check this out. This is
Yes.
really interesting.
Yes.
And
These colors and all
colorful
that.
too. Okay.
Yes. And by the way, you can wear it with different way. You can take these 3 strands out of this, and you can wear it as a single one. Each one of
Separately.
these separately. Yes.
Okay. Here it is. This is the ice cream. I believe it shows clearly. Okay.
And written in it a smile. So.
Yes, it says smile always. Okay, and these are colorful chains over here. So you can wear this separately or with the colorful chains.
Exactly.
In order to add some colors.
Yes.
Spring festivities and so on.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, what else, Magda? Because you are a very special accessories designer, and you use also handkerchiefs.
Yes.
When it comes to making a nice table. So tell us more about it.
Well, actually, it's normal that we put the handkerchief and we have this normal ring. But actually, in that time of the season, it's a spring and it's a pharaonic festival. So I recommend one of these cufflinks or these cuffs to use it as to wrap the napkin in order to give another enhancement for the dining room.
Okay, again, they are pharaonic, with the pharaonic theme. So it's all pharaonic theme.
And
there
you
we
can
go.
use any of the cuffs that you already have at home. You don't have to go and buy or make a special thing. So you can use one of your jewelry as a new design or something.
Okay, well, we have a special report about that, so let's watch them and we'll be right back. Well, that was some new ideas, I believe, some new ideas for you to celebrate Shem Nasim. For now, I'd like to thank my dear guest Magda Al-Khouli, who came specially with all these beautiful accessories, these accessories as well, giving us some tips on how to celebrate Shem Nasim and have special Easter banquets with family and friends. Thank you very much, Magda, for coming.
Thank you, Helen. Happy Easter.
Thank you very much.
The birds are singing, 'cause spring is springing. The bees are out to pollinate. The flowers are blooming, the grass needs grooming. The pouring rain helps to irrigate. Plants and trees are growing, producing shoots and leaves. Pollen's in the air and it makes me sneeze. The frogs are leaping, the bears aren't sleeping. The birds build nests and they lay their eggs. The ants are crawling, the geese are calling. It's time for animals to stretch their legs. This is the season when colors come alive. Red and blue, green and yellow, springtime has arrived. The kids are playing, they're celebrating. It's warmer out now that spring is here. They're all up singing, 'cause spring is springing. It's nature's magical time of year. and